It's not too often that an opportunity comes along that puts you in the right place at the right time with the right product. But that's exactly where you find yourself as you discover the power of LifeWave technology and the opportunity it represents for you. Our mission? To share products with the world that enhance the health, wellness, beauty, and longevity of every person we encounter. If that resonates with you, take a moment and imagine. Have you heard about the billions being spent in the race to cash in on the promise of stem cells? We're told the possibilities in the future for improving our health and wellness using stem cell science from Big Pharma are huge. But what if the future was now? What if you could be perfectly positioned to take advantage of the stem cell revolution today? Partnering with an established company with proven technology, using a business distribution system that puts you in the driver's seat now. Too good to be true? Absolutely not.
It's what the world wants. We don't want drugs. We don't want injections. We don't want surgery.
I've never seen anything like this in 21 years of being a doctor, anything coming close to doing what this technology does for people.
This is a pivotal moment in alternative medicine and in the future of technology and healing and helping people.
Stem cells are the future. As a wellness company, we needed to be part of the stem cell revolution. And with X39, that's exactly what's happened.
That's David Schmidt, LifeWave's founder, CEO, and inventor of X39, his latest breakthrough in what is wearable, virtually weightless technology.
I'm now 50 years old and I feel like 30 years.
In 2 days, X39, my knee pain was really gone.
It's a really fun thing to share with people because everybody is amazed by it.
What does X39 do? It harnesses light to elevate a copper peptide proven to activate stem cells.
We're bringing regenerative science to everyone, and we're doing it safely and inexpensively and with extraordinary benefits. So this is why we have such an advantage in the marketplace and what makes our opportunity for our business builders so enormous.
This is cutting-edge science with no competition that's safe, affordable, non-invasive, and drug-free. We have an X39 video that tells you all about the science, so be sure to watch it. But with over 80 clinical studies behind it and multiple worldwide patents protecting it, the science is settled.
It's a game changer.
There is absolutely no competition.
You're not going to be able to find this in any other different company.
So where do you come in? Our distribution model is network marketing, an industry that approaches $200 billion a year in sales worldwide. People telling people about products and building teams of team builders that accelerate that word of mouth. It's big business, and LifeWave is growing fast within it.
It's very unusual that you would have cutting-edge science make its way into network marketing. But as it turns out, because our products produce immediate effects, immediate benefits, sharing the product face-to-face makes it the ideal way to share the technology.
The only thing you have to do is go out and share it with people. That's it.
You don't have to be a medical doctor like me. Everybody can do this.
You try the patch and you love it.
The reaction that people give us is like, wow.
With warehouses now in multiple countries and the capability to manufacture millions of units per month already in place, LifeWave is ready for you. Just think about who you know and all the people they know that would like more energy without the buzz, to reduce or eliminate pain, to sleep better, all without drugs, to look and feel younger without risky procedures. The list of benefits using our products is long. The market's vast. Are you starting to get the idea here? You're on the threshold of something significant. I mean, think about it. This is an opportunity with global reach where there's help and support alongside you every step of the way, and it's all fueled by a science that has no competition. As a member, you have an incredible array of marketing support, training, and business services that allow you to focus on what's important, spreading the word about LifeWave and helping us expand.
The growth in the future is going to be fast because of X39.
Once you learn about the X39 and you see what it's doing for people, for me, I feel like it's an obligation to share it.
Today, more and more people are really looking for solutions for a better lifestyle.
Everybody wants to look younger, everybody needs more sleep, wants to have more energy, wants to get rid of pain.
And LifeWave is fun because you're making a difference in people's lives. It's not a little difference, it's a big difference.
LifeWave gave my children their mother back.
When you're able to move someone's health as much as we can with LifeWave, see what change that make into people's life, that's amazing. It is. You can literally change someone's life. And I love that.
So there you have it. Look, whatever you want, however high your goals, however big your dreams, it's all possible with LifeWave. So be sure to get back to the person who suggested you watch this video and get started today. Try X39 or one of our other fantastic products so you can learn for yourself what all the excitement is about when it comes to LifeWave. Whatever you do though, be sure to get started today because the clock is ticking. The time is now. You don't want to miss out. We're building LifeWave to $1 billion company. Let's do it together.
Well, good evening, Australia. Can you all hear me? Yep. Welcome to our Australian Opportunity Zoom for LifeWave. And tonight we have the most incredible speakers. It's occasionally we bring in somebody else, and it's so exciting to see someone else other than the ones that we have all the time. So we have some brand new, well, they're actually not that brand new directors, but they are directors in the company. They've been directors for a while, and they're building a very, very strong, powerful team in Australia and around the world. So I would like to introduce and hand the floor over to Tim and his wife, Carroll, and the floor is yours. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Tessa. Thank you very much. I am just going to share the screen now. Can you see that?
No. We've lost you, Tim.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you can see it. Fantastic. That's great. Tess, thank you very much. Thanks for the opportunity for us to be able to run this presentation tonight. We are just going to run through an explanation about LifeWave, give a bit of insight into Eds and myself, how we came to LifeWave. We're also going to speak about David Smith, the CEO and inventor. We'll speak a little bit about light therapy, how it works, and then we'll also speak about the compensation. So the very lucrative compensation plan that's been set up at LifeWave.
Yeah. So a little bit about us. We're always passionate about health. And as you can see in our first slide, we always love pushing ourselves through experiencing other sports and experiencing as well the thrills of adventure. And we like to have that vision that as we grow old, we are healthy, happy, and, you know, like we're just enjoying life.
Absolutely. So about 6 months ago, we were lucky enough to meet Colm. Colm is no longer in the country, he's in the US at the moment, but he had quite a miraculous healing. So he was one of the guys, he was the guy who introduced us to X39. He's been very transparent about this, so I can speak about it. He had some major respiratory issues on his lungs. A guy in his early 40s had worked in the construction industry and had been breathing concrete dust over the years. But what he was finding was that he was finding it very difficult to breathe. He wasn't able to work, and he was looking for solutions. So he had tried all sorts of modalities, from conventional health through to natural health therapies, but nothing seemed to be working really. But he came across X39, and he described that within about 3 days of using X39, that his breathing began to regulate, that he could breathe more easily. Within about his week, his energy started elevating. Within about 2 weeks, he realized, my God, I'm starting to get better. And he was describing this story to us on our trip up to Mount Coolum. And this was 2 months after starting on the patches for Colm. And we were after, climbing Mount Coolum, which was an amazing achievement for him, for a guy who, he was barely able to work at the time. So this really set a spark in us and really hooked us on finding out about the patches. After that, we spoke with Tessa, who, spoke about the healings that she had, and Steve Clark as well. So all three were very grateful to introducing us to these patches.
Yeah.
To you, Eds.
Yeah. So for tonight, the major question is, have you been patched yet? Question then for you. Have you been patched?
Have I been patched? I have, and I have a patch right here. So, yes, this is the patch that this is the patch that's the question that people would ask. So just to give you a bit of insight about David Smith, so he's pretty much a modern day Nikola Tesla. For any of you who haven't listened to any of his podcasts or YouTube interviews, I'd really encourage you to, because he's quite a fascinating guy. His story with LifeWave started around the year 2000, prior to 2001. Prior to 9/11, he was working with the US Mariners, and he had devised a patch that was enabling the submariners to be able to go under the water for long periods of time, but still maintain their energy, their mental clarity, also elevate their moods.
And energy, of course.
And also their energy as well. When 9/11 happened, so this military program, which he was being funded by, was shut down. So he took the patents and he took the innovations, and from that he started his own company, which is LifeWave. From there, over a number of years, he started working with athletes. And what was most notable was in about 2008, he was working with guys like the US Olympic swimming team, Michael Phelps, for instance, and many of the other US Olympians at that time attested to using these patches. And during the Olympics of 2008, I think Phelps won something like 8 gold medals from memories, eight medals, I believe. But David is quite a fascinating guy. He's a scientist and innovator. He holds over 130 patents. In light therapy alone, he has over 70 patents. He specializes in age reversal. From 2008, he spent about 10 years and $4.5 million of his own money to be able to bring X39 to market. It was patented in 2020, and this patent here explains the patent. Well, it is the patent itself. It speaks about the elevation of copper peptides, the activation of stem cells, improvements of energy, and elevation of antioxidants, amongst lots of other stuff, including collagen production and wound healing.
Yeah.
Up to you, Eds.
Yeah. So why X39? Why X39 stem cell activation patch? And the first question that I have in my mind at the time is, what are stem cells anyway? I'm not aware too much, and I wasn't curious until we were involved with this business. But the thing about it is, stem cells really are very unique cells in our bodies. So when we were young, right, or when we were born or we were kids, we have a lot of stem cells active in our bodies. And they have the ability to develop into many other types of cells. They serve as a repair system in our bodies, and they have the capability to replenish other cells in our bodies as long as we are alive. Stem cells also can divide or produce some other stem cells like brain cells, lung cells, red cells, or think about other cells in your body. Stem cells have that ability. And interestingly, or in some ways, or it's a fact that we will age, right? But as we age, it's hard for us to repair some of our, say, damaged tissues, and everything in our bodies start to grow or to mature as we age. And at the age of 30, this is also what I only realized recently. Half of our stem cells are no longer active, and at the age of 60, we lose almost all the stem cell activities. And wow. How many more years? How many more years before I lose all the stem cell activities? That's why X39 is now with us, and maybe for the end of our lives.
Absolutely. Thanks, Eds. So how X39 works, so it's a proprietary form of phototherapy or photobiomodulation. It is patented nanocrystal technology. So within this patch, that's the patch itself for anybody who may not have seen it. It's just like a plaster for all intents and purposes. But within this patch is a nanocrystal technology, which is made of sugars and amino acids, which are
from organic plants.
Yes, organic plants, and they're within that patch. So how they actually work. So I obviously have one here on my wrist, but the light from our own bodies, from the mitochondria in our cells, it radiates from us like it does from everybody. And this effectively it operates like a mirror. So when the light hits it, it reflects back in a specific wavelength of light, which stimulates the skin. And that specific wavelength of light is like putting a key into a lock. It activates copper peptides, which turns on genes, which then activate our stem cells. And primarily they're the anti-aging and, well, the genes that are operated are the anti-aging and rejuvenation cells. It's non-transdermal in that nothing crosses the skin barrier. So regardless of what medication somebody is on, there's nothing actually crossing into the body itself. So, you know, that's a relief for anybody working, like, for instance, doctors and nurses. They don't have to find out what medication because it's not coming into the body itself. There's no drugs or chemicals or stimulants, and it's non-invasive.
Yeah. So these are the benefits of X39 that people have experienced for, say, who have been patching for, say, 6 weeks or even up to 6 months. They have increased strength, reduced inflammation, increased stamina, energy and vitality have improved, mental clarity have improved, like Tim, his smile is so clear lately, and restored muscle or skeletal conditions, improvement of sleep, and improved skin appearance. Among all the people that we have introduced, I think one that I can remember is our friend Derry Murphy. He runs like 21 kilometers per week, right, Tim? He's a marathon runner. So I think for the past 6 weeks, or on the first 6 weeks that he was patching, he said he couldn't recognize like any difference. But he came back to us like on the 8th week he was patching. He said he had his top 3 best recorded run, and that made him really, really interested and continued patching since then.
For sure. Yeah, no, that's an interesting point that Eds is mentioning, is that it can vary. So within 3 months, it estimates 97% of people will get a real testimonial from using X39, but it certainly can vary. Some people can be a one patch wonder. Personally, once I put the patch on me, I could literally feel an energy envelop me. You know, in the gym, the following day, I could lift 25% heavier weights than I could ever lift before. And I've been able to sustain that over the months with a very quick recovery, plus lots and lots of other benefits, which, you know, and Ed's has had lots of benefits as well. This diagram here is quite interesting. It's an MRI. It's a topography map using MRI scans. So this was a 77-year-old lady. So the first MRI scan on the left-hand side is showing incoherence, inflammation in her brain, and the red is obviously showing that, well, I suppose an agitated, incoherent brain. On session 2, 3 weeks after using X39, we can see that the inflammation is greatly reduced. Brain coherence has dramatically improved. And on session 3, after 6 weeks of using X39, there's been a complete turnaround. Better brain coherence, a lot more relaxed and calm. And, you know, almost across the board, that's what people experience. Certainly, we've experienced that ourselves. The brain operates more effectively, more clarity, greater focus, cortisol, stress levels have certainly reduced. And yeah, it's quite amazing.
Yeah. So these are the long-term results of per case studies in the diseaseinfo.com. On the first few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset, and within 6 weeks, brain becomes balanced.
Yes. And within 3 months, collagen has increased. And within 6 months, the heart reverses in age, which is quite phenomenal. They measured, you know, some of the studies have been done around the heart, but if it's happening in the heart, it's happening in all the other organs as well, we assume. So it's not anti-aging, but it's age reversing.
Yeah. So how to wear the X39? First of all, you should wear it 12 hours on and 12 hours off to repair and rejuvenate. For me and Tim, it's like a habit for us. Like after we brush our teeth, we put the patch on, and when we brush our teeth before going to bed, we take off the patches.
Yep.
As simple as that, and it's a habit for us now. And then throw the patch away. Then put the new patch. Then repeat the next day. You can put more than one at a time, and we need to drink a lot of water or keep our bodies hydrated in order for us to get all the benefits of the patch.
Absolutely. And Celtic sea salts, they reckon. X39, so sophisticated yet simple to explain. Testimonies, there's lots and thousands of testimonials, and it absolutely works, and that's for sure. And what we've experienced, there's loads of skepticism out there, but in most cases, when people actually start using this patch, they realize how quite phenomenal it is.
Yeah. So this is the website that is available to all of us. This is it info.com. So you can find there the patents, interview with David Smith and all other medical doctors. But the most important thing is this tab. This is it info.com testimonies. When you go to this tab, there's a human body available, and you can freely tick whatever or explore or watch the videos. So if you want to see some testimonials about energy, about stroke, about people who have testimonials about joint improvement, skin issues, you name it, everything is available on this tab. And speaking about testimonies, we'll be calling our friend or one of the members in our team, Ross Myers.
Very good friend, Ross. Ross, if you wouldn't mind, just unmute yourself, and if you would, let me see, we'll stop sharing, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah. If you can just unmute yourself and start sharing.
Yes, thanks, Tim. Thank you, Eds. Hello, everyone. I'm new here, so just getting straight to it. About 6 weeks ago or so, I was hit with really severe vertigo, and I was dragged off in an ambulance, didn't know where I was going, and stayed there for about 5 days. So it wasn't really a happy time. It was really quite serious. And after that, I came home. I was really unstable, just spinning out and feeling nauseous still, not really being able to walk or hardly being able to walk. And it's taken 3 or 4 weeks to be able to drive again. So it was pretty heavy. When I did start to be able to look at things, because it was hard to cognize, it was hard to listen, watch, or read anything, and I'm still coming out of that, but I'll explain. I started looking at things, and they just kept coming to me. There was one photo light therapy that helped tinnitus, and I saw another one, just happened to see another one for chemotherapy burns, and another one was for hair loss, to replace your hair. And I thought that was amazing. And then I got a call from Tim Carroll, and he said, did I know about LifeWave? And I said, yeah, I was in it in 2010. But I'm a minister as well as a business guy, and at that time I was told, oh, this is evil, you know, it's no good. And it probably wasn't good for me at that time. But X39 wasn't around either. And I was learning what was okay and what was not okay for myself, because I come out of a pretty bad place at that time. So when Tim rang, I resisted it, thinking it's not okay. Then, you know, I started talking to some of my mates that are pastors and people like that, and they were all saying to me, "This is from God. This is good." Then I looked at the testimonial from David Schmidt, and he really brought to light that Jesus took him to this place of finding the technology. You know, researched the code in the Bible, and had a frequency which connected with lobsters and ants because they don't age. I thought, well, this is sounding very good to me now, and everyone else is on board. And so I tried the patch, and now I was doing about 2 to 3 hours of activity. That's about all I could do. The second day, Second day I did 14 hours. I remember I got up at 4:30 in the morning, quite fresh, which was very unusual, sort of wobbled into the room, and I was able to do activity, email, phone, whatever it was, for about 14 hours. And I kept going, and it was 8:30 that night. And I thought, wow, I better start playing darts in the garage. I've got to slow down. And from there on, what I noticed was the mental clarity. Now, back in 2000, I did get afflicted by the COVID, and it really affected the mind state and any clarity. And I was struggling even more now with vertigo, if you can imagine how that would be. You know, it's like a big slug in the head now. It hasn't completely gone, but the mental clarity has increased substantially. And, you know, I've passed that on to my mum, and her life has really changed quite substantially as well, with energy and less pain and all sorts of things. So I've joined the business in the end because I thought, you know, how can I not tell people? How can I not share this with people? You know, I've seen so many people healed by Jesus that I wrote a book about it. You know, and that's realistic. But what about the ones that, you know, that haven't seen that healing, or, you know, we can't get to, or aren't open to even any thoughts of those areas? Well, here it is.
Yeah.
You know, it's a proven technology that won't hurt them.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, that's why I went ahead, and glad I did. So I hope that helps a lot of people. I hope so.
That's great, Ross.
Thank you, Ross. That's a very nice sharing.
Yeah, and Ross, look, we're very grateful to have on board. Look, you're a great inspiration. So thank you. Let's share here again. And from the current slide.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So here we go. It's when you go.
Yeah, so this is the most interesting part, which is the part 2 of tonight's presentation. LifeWave company, it's a 20-year-old company, and it has grown dramatically over the past few years. It went from 20 million in 2021 and 320 million in 2022. And in 2023, it's almost 500,000. And I think there's a vision for this company to go 1 billion. To go to 1 billion in sales. And it's open to 75 countries, and it's not a Me Too product. So we are privileged, and we have this opportunity because nobody or no other companies can create this product.
Yeah, correct. And I just want to say, so this year, the expected sales is going to be up to 600 million. That's what they're expecting. There's also patents that protect X39 for, I think, the next 16 years. So it looks like we have a good run. There's not going to be much competition for a long while. So what we're looking at here is businessforhome.org. LifeWave is ranked #1 momentum company in the world right now. This is a dated map in that is showing the end of 2023. As we just mentioned, it's going to be expected to be 600 million at the end of 2024, which is quite phenomenal. 35% of all the sales of all the products come back to the people who are actually sharing this product, which is quite unique and quite phenomenal for direct sales companies. Thanks, Seth.
So you are here tonight because you have your own whys. We do not know what it is, but whether it's having freedom, have enough time with your family, want to travel, improve your health, or even just, you know, reduce your mortgage or whatever it is. Well, we believe that LifeWave is the best tool or vehicle in order to achieve that. And it is really possible, as what we are experiencing now. It's just like after 6 months of being with the business.
Absolutely. So just running through the compensation plan, if you can imagine that's you, and that you know 4 people. We all know 4 people that can benefit from this. Anybody who's actually walking, or anybody who lives can benefit from X39, because as soon as we start to age, we begin to, that activity of our stem cells begins to deteriorate. There's a binary commission that can be made. There's 4 different ways of actually earning through LifeWave, but binary is one of them, whereby you can make up to $25,000 per week US from binary, which is quite phenomenal. Okay, yes.
And this is another compensation or bonus that you can receive. It's called the matching bonus, and this is an unlimited income potential. It is on top of the binary commission that you see on the previous slide. And what's the beauty of this is that you can earn up to the third level of your team, of what your team is earning. So say on your first level, you signed up 10 people who's earning 1,000 each week. You can get 25% of that earning, and then whatever the second layer or the ones that they sign up below them, you can get 20% of the earning and then another 20%. So it's so exciting, right? And it's really, really unlimited.
Yeah, and basically what it is, it's compounding. So as we're sharing, we don't even have to share with a lot of people, but as it compounds down the line, it certainly works out to be a lot of money in the long run, which would certainly make life easier for most people at the moment. So this slide is just giving a very simplistic view of the three main options of signing up. So you got a silver. Generally, a silver is for a single person. You get 3 months supply. So that is a month's supply of X39 right here. So you get 3 months supply for a silver, which is almost $300 US. For a gold, which is $500 US, you will get 5 sleeves or 5 months of X39, plus you will get a sleeve of another patch. And a diamond really is for a family, or for a health practitioner, or for somebody who sees this as a viable business. Like Eds and myself, we started as a diamond ourselves. So that's 19 sleeves of X39. It's a very simple sign up. In that it can be done in about half an hour or less. 30-day money back guarantee for brand partners, and then also 90 days for retail.
Yeah. So it is important as well that when you sign up as a business partner is you go on an auto subscription. So the people who the person who might have invited you can explain this further, but this is really important in order for us to experience or maximize the marketing plan of this business.
Yes.
And this is the website that is we belong to a bigger team, which is called the This Is It team. And this website is very, very helpful to all of us who are brand partners.
Yes.
Because this is a very systematic way for us to learn. It's an easy way, like you're just watching Netflix, like watch and learn. So you can plug in, watch videos as short as 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. From step 1 to the end of, to the end, you can see all the techniques, especially for those people who have succeeded in this business.
Yes.
And it's always nice to be inspired by these people who are talking to us. And, it's really simple and it's very duplicatable.
Thanks,
Yes.
Eds. Pro strategy. We're nearly at the end, everybody, because we realize time is, we're past half past. So patch, revisit, opportunity. So if you're patching on a daily basis, people that we know, prospecting, making phone calls, placing X39 samples. The fortune is in the follow-up. So revisiting with people after about 3 or 4 or 5 days, asking them how they're getting on, and then directing them to Zoom calls like this one. So there's Zoom calls in Australia twice a week, on a Monday and a Wednesday, but worldwide we have them on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so hope you enjoy our presentation and see you in the business.
Thank you, everybody, for your time. Really appreciate it. And please go back to whoever invited you tonight. And if you have any questions, just ask them. It's quite an amazing opportunity. Thank you for your time.
Back to you, Tessa.
Thank you, guys. You did an amazing job. Clap, everybody. What a shout out for you guys. First time with everybody on the Australia Zoom, and we almost hit 100. So well done. We're so proud of you and what you're achieving. And even a ticket to Vietnam. Woohoo! We'll see you over there. So really proud of you, and thanks. And really, as they just said, go back to the person who brought you along, people. Enjoy, start patching, and change your world. Have a great night, and we'll see you all next week. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.